The latest in the Karen Read murder trial. Jurors said on Friday that they could not reach a unanimous verdict, but the judge told them to keep working on a decision. Ariel Reshef joins us now with more. Good morning to you, Ariel.
Good morning to you, Robin. Day 5 of deliberations this morning in this case that has divided a community. The jury made up of 6 men and 6 women, signaling they're divided too, but the judge sending them back to continue their discussions, saying 4 days in this convoluted case just wasn't enough. This morning, a divided jury in the highly charged murder trial of Karen Read, the Boston area woman accused of killing her police officer boyfriend, a case that captivated a community and sparked an online obsession.
Because I could not sit there and let an innocent woman be framed.
Friday around noon, jurors signaling to the judge in a note they could not reach a decision.
Despite our exhaustive review of the evidence and our diligent consideration of all disputed evidence, we have been unable to reach a unanimous verdict.
Read's defense team arguing the jury had spent adequate time, but prosecutors disagreeing, and the judge ordering jurors to get back to work.
Clear your heads, have lunch, and begin your deliberations again. Or continue your deliberations, all right?
Yet another curveball in a drama-filled months-long trial, full of heated exchanges and testimony from dozens of witnesses. Prosecutors arguing Read admitted to hitting her boyfriend John O'Keefe with her SUV outside a party at another officer's home, leaving him to die in the snow, pointing to their rocky relationship and to evidence, part of a broken taillight found days later in the snow, and the victim's DNA on the back of the Lexus SUV.
I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Those are the words of the defendant.
But the defense claiming Read is being framed by police, alleging O'Keefe died at that party and was dumped outside. Then evidence was later planted by a corrupt investigator. 3 experts testifying O'Keefe's injuries were not consistent with being hit by a car. Now, as you can imagine, John O'Keefe's family is trying to keep him front of mind. The judge has denied the jury's request to see an incident report that was not entered into evidence, saying they have everything they need to make a decision. Of course, that highly anticipated verdict could come at any time. Robin?
It could, Ariel. Thank you. We're going to bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. It's not unusual for a judge to tell the jury, to keep on working.
Yeah.
But do you think it's likely that they're going to be able to reach a verdict?
This is a fascinating case, and one that has been debated not just in the courtroom but outside. It depends on, are they 10-2? Are they 6-6? Are they 7-5? Are they 11-1? That's the first thing I'd want to know in answering, are they going to reach a verdict? If it's 7-5, 6-6, I think that's going to be tough. If it's 11-1, 10-2, maybe more of a chance of a verdict. But I have seen cases where the judge gives the jury an instruction after they say they are deadlocked, and they come back with a verdict. So we shall see.
And the defense wants a special instruction right now.
Right. The defense is looking for a hung jury here. The defense will view a hung jury as a win. So what they want is this final instruction, which basically begins the road potentially to a mistrial. But in the context of that instruction, the judge will also tell the jurors, we want you to reach a verdict. Almost, we're expecting you to reach a verdict. Now, don't, of course, sacrifice your principles, etc. It's effectively called a dynamite charge here in Massachusetts. It's called a Tui Rodriguez charge, but it is that final charge that goes to the jury before the judge ultimately declares a mistrial.
What do prosecutors want?
Prosecutors want them to keep deliberating. Prosecutors want a verdict here. They do not want to do this again.
Are you surprised how hard this is?
No. This is a tough case. This is a tricky. Robin and I were talking about this before. This is not a slam dunk case in any way, shape, or form. I am not surprised that the jury may be hung in this case. When I've talked to the legal experts and the people who've been in court every day, they say, I think there could be a hung jury in this case. So not that surprising, but we shall see. They still could reach a verdict here.
But as Ariel said, we have to keep the victim in mind.
Absolutely.
We have to and think of his family.
Absolutely. And that's what's got to be so hard, arriving at the courthouse and seeing the sort of spectacle sometimes. It really is important to always remember to look at this through the prism of the victim.
There's a person and a family at the heart of all these stories. Dan Abrams, thank you.